Greetings, YouTube. The Doctor is in. DrYuriusPapers here, coming at you with another commentary on Marvel Contest of Champions. This is part 2 of our Battlegrounds video. We are going to talk about the current deck that I am using and why we're using it and what champs and why and all that. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a question or comment, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. All right, so here is the current deck that I am using. And yes, I do have suicides on. I think I'm going to keep those on. A lot of these fights are really super slow. And then once you can pop off one of your specials, you really want to maximize your damage that comes in. So one of the things that we can do here is we're going to, unfortunately, this filter right here is only going to filter out. It's only going to filter out the champions that I have not put in here. And where are we looking for here? We're looking for damage over time, offensive damage over time. So if I just hit confirm, then all we've done is hit the damage over time that are in here, the ones that I have not added to my deck. So we're going to get rid of that. Our deck comprises Photon. Photon is a defender only. We will only use Photon as a defender. We will not be using Photon as a attacker because she does not have a damage over time meta that we can use with Polka Dot Power and Power Shield. Okay, we're going to be using Scorpion. Now, I do have the list up here from Aunt May, and Scorpion is not on this list of damage over time champs. So he will not benefit from Red Scare. But that's okay because he's awesome anyway. He's only for attack. Only for attack. Nimrod, only for defense. He unfortunately doesn't do any... We're looking for champs that do damage over time for their basic attacks like mediums, lights, and heavies. So he is only for defense. Nick Fury obviously is for both. But I would prefer to use him for offense because he's got a very long-lasting set of bleeds that he can do. But we have to be careful about bleed champs because bleed champs can encounter opponents or defenders that are bleed immune. Now, is Nick Fury in here as an attack? Nick Fury's not in. Oh, there's Nick Fury right there. He is here in damage over time. So he will benefit from Red Scare, which means that whenever an offensive damage over time champ inflicts a damaging effect, his bleeds, they gain a 15% vicious passive that boosts his ability to do damage. Okay, Wiccan is next. We will be using Wiccan for offense only. And is Wiccan in here? Wiccan is right there. So he is also a damage over time, so he will benefit from Red Scare. And you'll see, if they benefit from it, you'll see the little slash marks appear. Okay, and Wiccan, just to be clear... Oh, no, we don't want to remove him. Just to be clear, Wiccan can do a medium, light, medium attack, and that last medium attack will put a passive incinerate. That's very important. A-Bomb, and we won't be using him for defense, only offense. A-Bomb we could use for either defense or offense, but of course his basic attacks have a chance to put a poison. And the other question is he a damage over time champ? And he is. So he is offensive damage over time, so he'll get Red Scare. Again, that's another champ we can use for either one. Shuri, she can do... shocks on her basic attacks, and she is also an offensive damage over time champ, which is great. So she'll get Red Scare too, but we can use her on defense as well. Lady Deathstrike we will be using on offense only, and is she a damage over time? Lady Deathstrike is not. So she is not in here, but she does ruptures on basic attacks, which we really like, and she does a lot of them, and they last for a really long time. And she's great against mutants. Hulkling, We will be using Hulkling only for defense, and he's poison immune. And he's got all these other mechanics that make him really annoying. Omega Red, I've got in here right now. He does a damage over time effect. Is he a damage over time offensive champ? He is. There he is right there. He is one. So we have him in here. Domino is for defense only. Human Torch, obviously we want Human Torch in as an anti-mystic. And there he is right there. He is offensive damage over time. So he'll benefit from Red Scare. We will be using him for offense only. Omega Sentinel is for defense only. Rintra could be both, more for defense only, because it takes a while to get those ruptures out on him. Sunspot, offense only. And is Sunspot a damage over time? And he is not. So he would be in this area here, and he is not a damage over time, so he will not benefit from Red Scare. Doom can do both, although his shocks do not last very long, and they need to last on the opponent for you to gain power. You only gain power when they are under the effects of it. You can keep putting them on, but I think he's probably better on defense. But let's see, he is a offensive damage over time champ, so he will get Red Scare as well. Quicksilver is for defense only. Baron Zemo is for defense only. Ebony Maw is for defense only. Absorbing Man is defense only. Toad is for offense, and Toad is a offensive damage over time, so he will benefit from Red Scare. Offense only. Iron Man, infamous Iron Man or infamous Doom. He is not a offensive damage over time, but he's great on defense. And we can use him on offense because he does do a very similar shock to Dr. Doom, except it doesn't last very long. And you can go and do a heavy and end it. He does a bit amount of damage with his burns, but again, it doesn't last very long. I would probably use him for defense more. Mole Man, we're going to be used for defense. Warlock, we have him in here for offense. He can do a bleed on a heavy, and then if you can get to a special one, you can put a shock on them for a while. Warlock is a damage over time offensive champion, so he will benefit from Red Scare. Onslaught is awesome. Neuroshocks all day. Nothing is immune to them. He is fantastic. You can also use him on defense, but I prefer to use him on offense. If he gets to his special 2 with the power shield, he will decimate anything in front of him. Again, and in his Onslaught on our damage over time, he is on the damage over time list. So he is just awesome. Morbius, I'm thinking about, I'm going to keep him in here for pretty much defense. He does put bleeds on, but he can get up to where he needs to be with offense. Thing is for defense only. Penny Parker is for defense only. Archangel is an offensive, and is he on our list? He is also on our list of damage over time offensive champs. And then Maestro is for defense. All right, that is the crew that I've got on my deck and why I put them on there. You can see a lot of my defensive champs are either immune to poison, they're immune to bleed. They have things like glancing on them, like Maestro. Maestro's annoying. Penny Parker is immune to a lot of different things like incinerates. She's got the power burn. The Thing is immune to shock and bleeds. I could put Warlock in there, and he's immune to bleeds and poisons. Mole Man is going to purify them. Absorbing Man is immune to a bunch of stuff. Ebony Maw is just annoying. Baron Zemo can purify stuff. Quicksilver's just annoying. Omega Sentinel isn't necessarily immune to all that stuff, but she's got auto blocks and can be annoying. So a Domino can be annoying as well. Hulkling is immune to a bunch of different stuff. Abomination, he could be immune to stuff. Nimrod is immune to poisons and bleeds. And Photon is immune to bleeds, I believe, and then is very annoying to take on. So That's the rhyme and reason why I have those defenders, and I've already gone over all the attackers. All right, that's what I got for everybody today. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will catch everybody later.